My child, come close and listen to me. Quiet the noise around you. Silence the voices that have told you that you are not enough, that you will not make it, that your story will end in disappointment. I am your God, and I am speaking over your life. Before the mountains were formed, before the oceans found their boundaries, before the sun was commanded to rise, I knew you. I called you by name. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are mine. When you declare my promises over your life, you are not trying to convince me to bless you. You are agreeing with what I have already spoken. My word is not fragile. My promises do not tremble because of your circumstances. Heaven and earth may pass away, but what I have spoken over you will never fail. When you open your mouth and say, Lord, you are my refuge, you are aligning your heart with truth. When you say, I am chosen, I am loved, I am redeemed, you are stepping into the identity I have already secured for you. There have been seasons when you felt surrounded by impossibility. You looked at your resources and saw lack. You looked at your past and saw failure. You looked at your future and saw uncertainty. But I do not look at your life the way you do. I see purpose where you see pain. I see preparation where you see delay. I see victory where you see battle. When you declare my promises, you shift your focus from what is temporary to what is eternal. You begin to see through my eyes. I have said that I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even when you walked through valleys of shadow, I was there. Even when tears fell in the night and no one understood your silent prayers, I was listening. I was collecting every tear. I was strengthening you in ways you could not yet understand. You thought you were barely surviving, but I was building resilience inside of you. You thought you were forgotten, but I was positioning you for what is next. Declare this over your life. I am with you. Not sometimes. Not only when you feel spiritual. I am with you always. In the hospital room, I am there. In the interview room, I am there. In the courtroom, I am there. In the lonely bedroom where you cry yourself to sleep, I am there. My presence is not dependent on your feelings. My presence is anchored in my promise. I have promised to work all things together for your good. Not some things, not only the victories, all things. The betrayal you endured, the doors that closed, the dreams that seemed to die, none of it is wasted. I am a redeemer. I take broken pieces and create beauty. I take ashes and breathe life. I take what the enemy meant for harm and I transform it into a testimony. When you declare that I am working for your good, you are choosing faith over fear. Do not let your mouth speak defeat when I have spoken destiny. Do not let your thoughts rehearse failure when I have written favor over your life. Your words carry power because they reflect what you believe. When you declare my promises, you are planting seeds of faith in your own heart. And faith grows, faith strengthens, faith overcomes. I have called you more than a conqueror. That does not mean you will never face battles. It means that no battle will have the final word. You may feel pressed, but you will not be crushed. You may feel struck down, but you will not be destroyed. I am your shield. I am your defender. I am the one who goes before you and stands behind you. When you declare that the battle is not yours but mine, you release yourself from carrying what was never meant for your shoulders. There are promises over your health. There are promises over your family. There are promises over your calling. Do not measure my faithfulness by one difficult season. A storm does not cancel the sun. A delay does not cancel destiny. I am not slow concerning my promises. I am intentional. I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know, and my timing is woven with wisdom. Declare that you are healed, even when symptoms try to intimidate you. Declare that you are provided for, even when the numbers do not add up. Declare that you are forgiven, even when guilt tries to whisper. My blood has already paid the price. Your past does not have authority over your future. I have separated your sins from you as far as the east is from the west. Why do you keep returning to what I have already removed? You are my child. That identity is your foundation, not your achievements. not your failures, not your social status, not your bank account. You belong to me. When you declare that you are loved, you are standing on unshakable ground. My love is not conditional. It does not rise and fall with your performance. It is constant. It is fierce. It is everlasting. I have promised peace that surpasses understanding. That peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of me. In the middle of chaos, you can declare, "The Lord is my peace." When anxiety tries to tighten its grip, speak my promise aloud. Let it fill the room. Let it echo in your mind. My peace will guard your heart. My peace will steady your thoughts. My peace will anchor you when everything else feels unstable. You are not powerless. I have given you authority through faith. The enemy trembles when you stand on my word. Darkness cannot remain where truth is spoken. When you declare that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, you are not denying the existence of weapons. You are declaring their defeat. You are announcing that their assignment will fail. There have been dreams in your heart that you buried because disappointment hurt too deeply. But I am the God who resurrects. Just because something looked dead does not mean it is over. Speak life again. Hope again. Believe again. I am able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all you ask or imagine. Do not shrink your prayers to match your fear. Expand your faith to match my power. When you wake up each morning, declare that this is the day I have made. Declare that you will rejoice, even before you see the breakthrough. Joy is not naive optimism. It is confident trust in my character. I have never failed. I will not start with you. The same God who parted seas and moved mountains is the one who watches over your life. Your calling is not small. Even if the world does not see it, I see it. Every act of kindness, every whispered prayer, every step of obedience matters. Declare that you are equipped for every good work. I do not call the qualified. I qualify the called. If I have placed something in your heart, I will also provide the grace to fulfill it. Do not allow comparison to steal your confidence. I have written a unique story for you. When you compare, you distort your perspective. When you declare my promises, you remember who you are and whose you are. You remember that I am guiding your steps. Even when the path seems unclear, I am directing you. I have promised strength for the weary. When you feel like giving up, declare that I renew your strength. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. The fatigue you feel is not the end. It is a sign that you need to rest in me, not retreat from me. I am your source. When you draw near, I refill you. There is no chain too strong that I cannot break. Addiction, fear, bitterness, shame, none of it has more power than my spirit. Declare your freedom. Speak it before you see it. I have set you free, and whom I set free is free indeed. Do not identify with your struggle. Identify with my victory. Even when you stumble, my grace is sufficient. You are not disqualified because you fell. My mercy meets you in the dust and lifts you up. Declare that my grace covers you. Declare that my mercy is new every morning. You are not defined by your worst moment. You are shaped by my relentless love. My child, lift your head. The future is not something to fear. It is something I am already in. I go before you. I prepare the way. Doors that no one can shut, I will open. Doors that need to close, I will close. Trust me. When you declare that I am ordering your steps, you release control and embrace trust. Let your home be filled with my promises. Speak them over your children. Speak them over your spouse. Speak them over your finances. Speak them over your mind. My word does not return void. It accomplishes what I send it to do. Seeds spoken in faith will produce a harvest in time. Do not grow weary in declaring what I have spoken. The farmer does not see the harvest the day after planting, but he continues to water. Continue to speak life. Continue to believe. Continue to trust. Your breakthrough is not imaginary. It is unfolding. I am your shepherd. You shall not lack what you truly need. I will guide you beside still waters. I will restore your soul. Even in the presence of enemies, I prepare a table for you. That means you can sit in confidence while opposition watches. That means you can rest while others worry. My goodness and mercy are not temporary visitors. They follow you all the days of your life. So declare it boldly. I am chosen. I am loved. I am redeemed. I am strengthened. I am guided. I am protected. I am blessed. Not because of who you are alone, but because of who I am. I am faithful. I am unchanging. I am powerful. I am your Father. When doubts try to whisper, answer them with my promises. When fear tries to shout, silence it with truth. When circumstances look overwhelming, remember that I am greater. There is no giant too tall, no valley too deep, no night too dark for my light. I am writing a story of hope through your life. Others will see your endurance and find courage. Others will hear your testimony and discover faith. The very things you thought would break you will become the evidence of my sustaining power. Keep declaring, keep believing, keep standing. I am not finished with you. The best chapters are still ahead. What I have promised, I will perform. What I have spoken, I will fulfill. Trust me, my child. My promises over your life are yes and amen. And as you continue to declare my promises over your life, understand this. You are not trying to create something that does not exist. You are awakening your heart to what has always been true. My promises are not fragile hopes written in fading ink. They are eternal decrees established before time began. When you speak them, you are not striving, you are agreeing. You are aligning your spirit with heaven's reality. There will be days when your emotions resist the words you are declaring. You may say, I am blessed, while your heart feels burdened. You may say, I am strong, while your body feels weak. You may say, God is faithful, while your situation seems uncertain. Do not stop. Faith is not the denial of what you see. It is the decision to trust what I have said above what you feel. Your feelings change. My word does not. When you declare that I am your provider, you are reminding yourself that your job is not your source. Your connections are not your source. Your talents are not your source. I am your source. I can use those things, but I am not limited by them. I fed multitudes with what seemed insufficient. I opened rivers and deserts. I brought water from rock. Do you think I am intimidated by your need? No, my child. I am drawn to it. Your need is an opportunity for my glory to be revealed. Declare abundance not only in finances, but in peace, in wisdom, in joy, in love. I am not a God of scarcity. I do not ration my grace. I pour it out. I do not measure my mercy in small portions. It overflows. When you speak my promises over your mind, you are pushing back against lies that have tried to settle there for years. Lies that say you are unworthy. Lies that say you will never change. Lies that say you are stuck. Those lies lose power when confronted with truth. Say it boldly. I have a sound mind. I have wisdom from above. I have clarity for my decisions. I am not confused. I am not abandoned. I am not defeated. As you declare these things, your inner world begins to shift. Your thoughts begin to align with peace instead of panic. Your heart begins to anchor in trust instead of turmoil. There are promises over your family that have not yet manifested. Do not give up praying. Do not give up speaking life. The prodigal will return. The hardened heart can soften. The broken relationship can be restored. I am the God who reconciles. Even when you see no movement, I am working behind the scenes. Roots are growing before fruit appears. Trust the unseen work. You have wondered if your mistakes disqualified you from my promises. Hear me clearly. My promises are rooted in my faithfulness, not your perfection. Yes, I call you to obedience. Yes, I call you to repentance when you fall, but my covenant love is not cancelled by your struggle. When you return to me, you do not find rejection. You find open arms. Declare that you are forgiven and free. Shame tries to chain you to yesterday, but I have already stepped into your tomorrow. I knew every failure before you committed it, and I still chose you. I knew every doubt you would wrestle with, and I still called you mine. My grace is not surprised by your weakness. When storms arise, do not interpret them as proof that my promises failed. Storms are part of the journey, but they are not the destination. Even in the boat tossed by waves, I am present. Sometimes I calm the storm around you. Sometimes I calm the storm within you. Either way, you are not alone. Declare courage over your life. Not because you feel fearless, but because I am with you. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is trust in my presence, despite it. You may walk into rooms where you feel unqualified. You may step into opportunities that stretch you beyond comfort. But if I have opened the door, you are equipped to walk through it. I have promised to complete the work I began in you. That means your story is still in progress. Do not judge the final outcome by a current chapter. There are pages you have not yet turned. There are blessings you have not yet seen. There are victories you have not yet celebrated. I am writing with precision. I am weaving with purpose. When you feel delayed, declare that delay is not denial. I am refining your character. I am strengthening your patience. I am aligning circumstances in ways you cannot yet perceive. If I gave you everything instantly, you would miss the growth that prepares you to sustain it. Trust my process. Declare that your latter days will be greater than your former. The enemy wants you to believe your best days are behind you. But I am not finished pouring out my goodness. New doors, new ideas, new relationships, new opportunities. I have more for you. The horizon is not empty. It is pregnant with promise. There are generational chains that break when you declare my word. You are not only speaking over yourself, you are speaking over those connected to you. Your faith can shift the trajectory of your family line. Where there was poverty, I can bring provision. Where there was addiction, I can bring freedom. Where there was silence about pain, I can bring healing and restoration. Do not underestimate the authority I have given you through faith. When you declare my promises in humility and trust, heaven listens. Angels move. Darkness retreats. You may not see the spiritual realm, but it responds to truth spoken in faith. Even in seasons of waiting, keep your mouth aligned with hope. It is easy to complain when progress feels slow, but gratitude unlocks perspective. Thank me in advance. Praise me before the answer arrives. Worship shifts atmospheres. It reminds your soul that I am still worthy, still powerful, still good. I am shaping you into someone stronger than you were yesterday. The trials you endured have not been pointless. They have deepened your compassion. They have sharpened your discernment. They have strengthened your resilience. You are not fragile. You are fortified by grace. Declare that you are becoming who I created you to be, not who fear said you were, not who critics labeled you, not who past pain suggested you would remain. You are being transformed day by day, step by step. My spirit is at work within you. There will be moments when silence surrounds you, and you wonder why you cannot hear me clearly. In those moments, return to what I have already spoken. My written promises are steady anchors. Even when you do not feel a fresh word, you have a faithful word. Stand on it. My child, your life is not random. It is intentional. I placed gifts within you for a reason. I allowed certain experiences to shape you for a purpose. Nothing has been wasted. Not your tears, not your prayers, not your obedience, not even your suffering. Keep declaring life over yourself. Keep speaking hope over your circumstances. Keep trusting that what I have said will come to pass. I am not a man that I should lie. If I have promised it, I will do it. If I have spoken it, I will establish it. Lift your voice in faith. Let your declarations echo louder than your doubts. Let your trust rise higher than your fear. I am your God. I am your refuge. I am your strength. I am your provider. I am your healer. I am your defender. I am your peace. And as you continue to declare my promises over your life, watch how your heart changes. Watch how your perspective shifts. Watch how doors begin to open. Watch how strength rises within you. The transformation may begin quietly, but it will become undeniable. You are not speaking empty words. You are agreeing with heaven. You are standing on truth. You are partnering with my purpose, and I will honor faith that trusts me. So continue, my child. Continue to declare. Continue to believe. Continue to stand. For I am faithful to fulfill every promise I have spoken over your life, and what I have begun in you, I will surely bring to completion. And even now, as you listen to my voice, something is shifting inside of you. A quiet boldness is rising. A holy confidence is awakening. This is what happens when you choose to declare my promises instead of rehearsing your problems. You are retraining your spirit to lean on truth instead of trembling before uncertainty. Do you see how powerful this is, my child? The world declares fear. Circumstances declare limitation. Memories declare failure. But you, when you open your mouth in faith, you declare my word. And my word carries creative power. In the beginning, I spoke, and light pierced the darkness. I did not argue with the void. I declared light, and light responded. So when darkness tries to surround your life, do not argue with it endlessly. Declare light. When confusion clouds your path, declare clarity. When heaviness presses on your chest, declare joy. When weakness whispers, declare strength. You are not pretending your struggle does not exist. You are proclaiming that it does not have ultimate authority. There are promises I have placed over your future that your present cannot yet contain. That is why faith is required. If you could see everything clearly, you would not need to trust. But I am stretching your faith not to break you, but to expand you. I am enlarging your capacity to receive what I have prepared. You may look at yourself and say, how can this be possible? I am ordinary. But I delight in using what seems ordinary to reveal extraordinary grace. Your background does not intimidate me. Your limitations do not restrict me. When you declare that I am able, you shift the focus from your ability to mine. Say this within your heart. My God is greater, greater than my past, greater than my fears, greater than my enemies, greater than my doubts. When you magnify me, your problems begin to shrink in comparison. They may still be present, but they no longer dominate your vision. There are moments when you will feel resistance. The enemy does not like when you discover the power of declaring my promises. He prefers that you remain silent, that you agree with despair, that you echo defeat. But when you stand up and declare, I belong to God, I am covered, I am called, I am protected, you disrupt his narrative. Remember this, you are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. The outcome has already been secured in ways you cannot fully comprehend. When you declare my promises, you are enforcing what has already been written in the spiritual realm. Do not let weariness silence your praise. Even when progress feels slow, continue speaking life. Every declaration of faith is like a hammer striking a wall of resistance. You may not see the cracks immediately, but each strike matters. Suddenly, what seemed immovable begins to crumble. I see the private battles you do not talk about, the insecurities you hide behind a smile, the questions you carry in the quiet of night. And I am not disappointed in you for wrestling. I am near to you in the wrestling, but do not camp in confusion. Let your declarations pull you upward. Declare that you are growing, even if growth feels uncomfortable. Growth often feels like stretching. It feels like unfamiliar territory. It feels like surrender. But I am leading you into deeper maturity, deeper faith, deeper intimacy with me. There are doors I am preparing that require a stronger version of you to walk through. Not stronger in pride, but stronger in trust. Not louder in ego, but steadier in faith. I am shaping your character so that when the door opens, you will not sabotage the blessing. When you declare that I am ordering your steps, you release anxiety about the path. You do not need to see the entire staircase to take the next step. I illuminate what you need for today. Tomorrow's light will come tomorrow. Stay present. Stay trusting. There are promises about restoration that you must hold tightly. What was stolen can be restored. What was delayed can be redeemed. What was broken can be rebuilt. I am not limited by time. I can accelerate what seemed lost. I can multiply what seemed diminished. You have asked, Lord, is it too late? Hear me clearly. It is never too late for me. As long as you have breath, I am working. As long as you are willing, I am able. Do not let regret convince you that the story is finished. I specialize in new beginnings. Declare new beginnings over your life. New habits, new mindset, new strength, new opportunities. The past may have shaped you, but it does not own you. I am doing a new thing. Even now, it is springing up. Can you perceive it? Train your eyes to look for hope. Let gratitude become part of your declarations. Thank me for what I have done. Thank me for what I am doing. Thank me for what I will do. Gratitude shifts your heart from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that you are already blessed in ways you once prayed for. My promises are not seasonal decorations that fade with time. They are covenant realities. When you declare them daily, they become woven into your identity. You stop seeing yourself as barely surviving, and you begin to see yourself as upheld by grace. You are upheld, my child. When you thought you would collapse under pressure, you did not. When you thought heartbreak would destroy you, it did not. When you thought uncertainty would paralyze you, you kept moving. That was not your strength alone. That was me sustaining you, and I will continue to sustain you. In the days ahead, challenges may arise, but you will not face them the same way you once did. You are learning to respond with faith instead of panic. You are learning to declare promise instead of predicting disaster. That is growth. That is transformation. Declare over your life that you are steadfast, that you are anchored, that you are rooted and grounded in love. When winds blow, trees with deep roots remain standing. I am deepening your roots in me so that no storm can uproot you. Do not be afraid of the unknown future. I dwell in it already. I am Alpha and Omega, beginning and end. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me unprepared. When you declare that your future is secure in my hands, you silence anxiety about what lies ahead. There is joy coming that will make sense of the tears. There is clarity coming that will explain the confusion. There is breakthrough coming that will justify the waiting. Hold on. Speak life. Stay faithful. Your declarations are not empty rituals. They are seeds of alignment. As you continue to speak, my promises, your heart and my will come into deeper harmony. And when your heart aligns with my will, peace flows more freely. So keep declaring, my beloved. In the morning, declare my goodness. At midday, declare my strength. In the evening, declare my faithfulness. Let your life become a living echo of my promises. For I am not distant. I am not silent. I am not inactive. I am present. I am speaking. I am moving. And I am faithful to complete every promise I have spoken over you. Stand firm. Lift your voice. Believe boldly. For I am your God, and my promises over your life will not fail. And now, my child, let your spirit settle even deeper into this truth. My promises are not merely words for difficult seasons. They are foundations for your entire life. I did not speak them to comfort you temporarily. I spoke them to anchor you permanently. When everything around you feels unstable, my promises remain steady. When opinions shift and circumstances change, my word stands firm. There will be moments when silence feels heavy. You will pray and not immediately see movement. You will declare and not instantly see results. In those moments, do not mistake quietness for absence. I am often doing my deepest work beneath the surface. Roots grow in hidden places. Foundations are laid underground before buildings rise into view. What you cannot see is not inactive. Trust the unseen process. When you declare that I am faithful, you are stepping into spiritual maturity. You are choosing to measure your life, not by immediate evidence, but by eternal truth. Faith is not fragile optimism. It is a confident expectation rooted in my character. I have never broken a promise. Generations have trusted me, and I have proven myself true. I will prove myself true in your life as well. You may wonder why I allow certain struggles to persist longer than you expected. Hear me gently. Some battles are shaping you for assignments you have not yet encountered. Some delays are protecting you from burdens you are not yet prepared to carry. If you could see the entire picture, you would thank me for what I withheld and praise me for what I postponed. Declare trust even when understanding is incomplete. Say, Lord, I trust your wisdom more than my perception. That declaration shifts you from frustration to surrender. And surrender is not weakness, it is alignment. When you surrender, you place yourself in the current of my purpose instead of swimming against it. There are promises over your spiritual growth that require consistency. Keep declaring that you are drawing closer to me. Keep declaring that your hunger for righteousness is increasing. Keep declaring that your discernment is sharpening. As you speak these truths, you begin to pursue them intentionally. Your declarations shape your direction. I am cultivating resilience within you. You are stronger than you were a year ago. You are wiser than you were in your last storm. You are more discerning than you were in your last decision. Growth often feels subtle, but it is powerful. When you declare that you are being transformed, you partner with my work inside you. Let me remind you of this. You are not defined by the pace of others. Comparison steals joy and distorts identity. I have not assigned you someone else's timeline. Your journey is intentional. Your process is tailored. When you declare my promises over your life, you silence the pressure to compete. You rest in the assurance that I am guiding you uniquely. There are dreams within you that feel fragile because of past disappointment. You hesitate to hope again because hope once hurt. But I am inviting you to trust me with your dreams. Declare that your hope is safe in my hands. When hope is anchored in me, it cannot be destroyed by temporary setbacks. Even your weaknesses are not obstacles to my plans. They are opportunities for my strength to shine. When you declare that my power is perfected in your weakness, you release the burden of self-sufficiency. You no longer strive to impress, you simply depend. And dependence on me is your greatest strength. I am teaching you endurance. Not the endurance of grim survival, but the endurance of confident expectation. The kind of endurance that says, even if I do not see it yet, I know my God is working. That kind of faith shakes the unseen realm. It sends a declaration into eternity. This child trusts me. Continue speaking life over your body. Continue speaking peace over your mind. Continue speaking unity over your home. Words shape atmosphere. When you consistently declare truth, the environment around you begins to reflect what you are proclaiming. Guard your mouth from aligning with despair. It is easy to echo negativity when surrounded by it, but you are called to be different. You are called to speak light in dark places. When others predict failure, you declare possibility. When others anticipate disaster, you declare divine intervention. Not because you ignore reality, but because you know I am greater than it. I am also refining your patience. Patience is not passive waiting. It is active trust. It is choosing faith daily, even when the answer tarries. When you declare that my timing is perfect, you quiet the urgency that leads to rushed decisions. You allow me to orchestrate events without interference. There are blessings that will require humility to sustain. As you declare favor over your life, also declare humility. Success without humility leads to pride, but success anchored in gratitude leads to stewardship. I am preparing you not only to receive blessings, but to manage them well. Remember that my promises are not isolated to material gain. They include joy that is unshaken by loss. They include peace that remains in uncertainty. They include love that overflows into compassion for others. When you declare these promises, you become a carrier of them. Others begin to feel the peace you speak. Others begin to witness the hope you embody. You are becoming a testimony in motion. The very act of declaring, "My promises during difficulty," is a testimony. It declares to the world that your faith is not circumstantial. It declares that your trust is not fragile. It declares that your hope is rooted in something eternal. Do not underestimate the quiet victories, the moments when you chose forgiveness instead of bitterness, the days when you prayed instead of panicked, the nights when you worshiped instead of worried. These are victories, and they are shaping your character more deeply than you realize. As you continue declaring my promises, you will notice a new steadiness within you. Situations that once shook you will not move you the same way. Words that once wounded you will lose their power. Fear that once paralyzed you will weaken. This is the fruit of alignment. This is the strength that comes from abiding in truth. And when breakthrough comes, and it will come, you will recognize that it did not happen suddenly. It was building all along. Every declaration was a brick. Every prayer was mortar. Every act of faith was reinforcement. The structure was rising even when you could not see its outline. My child, do not grow tired of speaking life. Let your declarations be daily bread. Let them nourish your soul. Let them remind you who I am and who you are in me. I am your covenant-keeping God. I am your unfailing source. I am your everlasting refuge. The path ahead may still hold unknowns, but it does not hold abandonment. It may still contain challenges, but it does not contain defeat. I walk with you, I guide you, I uphold you. So lift your voice once more. Declare that you are secure. Declare that you are chosen. Declare that you are empowered. Declare that you are deeply loved. Declare that your future is filled with purpose. Declare that my promises over your life are alive and active. And as you declare them, know this with unwavering confidence. I am listening. I am responding. I am moving. And I will fulfill every word I have spoken over you. For I am faithful, and my faithfulness endures forever. Now, my beloved child, let all that I have spoken settle deeply into your heart. Let it move from inspiration into conviction. Let it move from sound into substance. You have heard my promises. You have declared my truth. And now you must choose to live anchored in it. This is your turning point. No longer will you allow fear to narrate your story. No longer will you let past pain dictate your future. No longer will you speak defeat when I have spoken destiny. From this moment forward, you will rise each day with holy confidence, not because life is easy, but because I am faithful. When doubts attempt to return, answer them with my word. When obstacles appear, confront them with my promises. When your strength feels small, remember that my power is limitless. You are not standing alone in this journey. I am the one who goes before you. I am the one who stands behind you. I am the one who walks beside you. Everything I have promised over your life still stands. The healing is still possible. The breakthrough is still coming. The restoration is still unfolding. The calling is still active. The purpose is still alive. Do not measure your progress by visible results alone. Measure it by your growth in trust. Measure it by your peace in uncertainty. Measure it by your refusal to quit. That is evidence that my spirit is at work within you. You are not who you used to be. You are stronger now. You are wiser now. You are deeper now. The battles did not destroy you, they refined you. The waiting did not weaken you, it strengthened you. The tears did not drown you, they watered seeds that are beginning to rise. So, stand tall in the authority of truth. Let your declarations continue beyond this moment. Let them echo in your home. Let them shape your decisions. Let them steady your heart. Do not allow this to be just another message you listen to. Let it be a covenant you walk in. I have written hope over your life. I have written victory over your story. I have written purpose over your existence. And what I have written, no one can erase. There will be chapters ahead filled with joy you cannot yet imagine. There will be testimonies that leave you in awe of, my goodness, There will be moments when you look back and realize that every declaration of faith was building towards something greater than you understood. Keep declaring, keep trusting, keep walking, keep believing. For I am your God, unchanging, undefeated, unwavering. My promises over your life are not temporary encouragement. They are eternal truth. They will outlast your storms. They will outshine your fears. They will outlive every obstacle. Rest in this assurance. I am faithful to complete what I began in you. I will not abandon the work of my hands. Your future is secure in me. Your identity is secure in me. Your victory is secure in me. So go forward with confidence, my child. Declare my promises over your life, not timidly, but boldly, not occasionally, but consistently. And watch how faith rises, peace deepens, strength renews, and doors open in my perfect time. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of a life fully aligned with my promises. And I will walk with you every step, every season, every victory, until every word I have spoken over you is fulfilled.